Good evening. Good evening. I think we're going to try and get started. So if folks wanted to get someplace comfortable and can either grab a seat or grab a place to be comfortable for a little bit, welcome. It is so wonderful to be here this evening after many months, 18 months or so of being quarantined and being virtual and being away. It is so nice to have a reception in person and to be able to celebrate this evening. So I wanted to welcome you to the annual CPS scholarship reception. So thank you for being here. We are going to have a wonderful evening. We've got some speakers tonight, and we're going to recognize some folks. And I really want to be able to make sure that we're able to take some time to really think about the impact that the college makes, that our donors are able to make. It's reflected in the faces here this evening, and it's such a special opportunity for us to be able to see folks just persevere and have such amazing stories to tell, especially after this past year. It's added an extra layer to what we know is already a challenging time. So thank you so much. This year, we were able to award about $400,000 to about 200 students, which is absolutely unbelievable. So, to the students in the room, congratulations. We know how much it takes and how much you sacrifice between balancing work and families and jobs, and it's unbelievable. So congratulations to you. We are just so proud of you, especially given this past year. This has been a rough one, and so good job. We wanted to make sure that, these scholarships reflect not only your efforts, but sort of the love and commitment of the donors behind them. And, their pride in you and their ability that they see in you to not only earn a degree, but to change lives. You're going to go out and do amazing things, and to make sure you look forward and look for those that are going to follow in your footsteps. We want to thank the family members and friends for joining us tonight. We know that you don't earn a degree on your own. It takes a support structure and a network, and so thank you for being here. Thank you for being a support. It takes a village, so thank you for being that. And no amount of, I would say, no amount of advising or tutoring or financial support can rival really a community that comes out to support loved ones and to help people achieve great things in their lives. It's my privilege to thank the alumni and friends in the room, without whom we wouldn't be here at all. So thank you for all that you do. We'd like to thank, and I'd especially like to thank those that were able to make it tonight, that served on the selection committee. The scholarship selection committee does admirable work. It takes time and effort, and I know it's an impossible challenge to try and choose, and so thank you for doing what you do. This year, or in any year, honestly, we have an amazing, committed group of folks that come together to do this work. So a round of applause and thank you for them. Could I ask the students in the room to join me in thanking all the philanthropic supporters who are here with us tonight? I'd also, she wasn't able to join us tonight, but I wanted to give a shout out and a thank you to Carla Kinn, who many of you know. She's been with the college for a very long time. She just retired this past spring, and so she is enjoying being a grandma and wasn't able to join tonight, but she's done just amazing work for the college and for all of our students over the years. So thank you to Carla. So at this time, I'm pleased to introduce you to the creator of one of our newest scholarships, and this is the newest. It was founded in 2019, and I'd like to introduce Nancy Johnson, together with her brother and sister-in-law, Peter and Joan Johnson, who are also here with us tonight. They established the David R. Johnson Memorial Scholarship Fund. And her late husband, Dave, who graduated from Northeastern University College in 1976 with a degree in business, he gave over a decade of service to this committee, helping decide scholarships and really making sure that individuals had an opportunity to persevere and earn their degrees. He was dedicated to helping adult learners pursue their own career paths, kind of persevere in higher education. And now Nancy and her family are expanding that work and his legacy through the scholarship that bears his name. So we're so pleased to have you all with us this evening. It is going to be a scholarship fund that will go on in perpetuity, and so with this incredible gift, we are we're so pleased to be able to have this in his name. And so we want to say thank you for all that you've done. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
So I'm Nancy. Yeah. Thank you. I got my gallery there, so thank you. Dave started his business career as an 8-year-old with his 12-year-old brother and lifelong best friend Pete, shoveling driveways and front lawns and front walks in their New Haven, Connecticut neighborhood. And you've heard Pete's there and my sister Joan's there. As the season changed, the Johnson brothers' business transitioned to mowing lawns, edging, trimming shrubs, and raking. For Yale football games, they park cars in their driveway and on their front lawn for a fee. After building a larger parking stadium, Yale filed a complaint against the two redheads, which put a stop to the parking division of the Johnson brothers' business. During those early elementary school years, Dave started to develop his people skills, cold call, knocking on the doors of neighbors for the Johnson brothers' business, along with greeting and helping customers at the corner market. Dave pointed out to the customers that their walks and driveways would be cleared well before the city plows were out. At age 14, Dave purchased and overhauled a 1947 Willys Jeep with plow. In high school, Dave's work continued solo as his brother left for college. At legal driving age, Dave had 15 driveways to clear with his Jeep, all before the start of school, along with after-school work in a gas station. He found time to be on the soccer, track, and baseball teams, ran cross-country, and participated in school club activities. Additionally, in the summer, Dave worked as a golf course greenskeeper, reporting to work at 4 a.m., and during the afternoons, he worked in the gas station. Dave was honored for his high character and leadership in school activities, as he was appointed to Nutmeg Boys State, sponsored by the American Legion of Connecticut. When it became time to apply to college, Dave was thrilled to learn about Northeastern's co-op program, a perfect fit. As a business administration major, he was excited about learning and working possibilities. The transition to full-time academics the first year was a challenge for Dave. Second year, the introduction of co-op meant experiences that were life-changing for the 19-year-old. His first 2 rotations were working in commercial and personal loan divisions of a major bank. This is where Dave's people skills were further developed, helping those struggling to repay loans and in safely negotiating repossessions. This was before consumer protection laws, and Dave, a natural teacher, saw the need to help by setting up a system where people brought their weekly paycheck to Dave, and they sat down together to figure out a system for paying back loans, other bills, and for living expenses. Working through this process dramatically informed Dave's outlook on life going forward. Co-op placements at manufacturing firms and accounting departments followed. Northeastern's Dean Kennedy, along with his brother Pete, helped Dave navigate academic and life hurdles during those full-time student years. Dave was happiest working and found the best way to finish his degree was to work full-time and go to school at night. And thank goodness Northeastern offered night school, which was called University College, which I guess is now the College of Professional Studies. Dave thrived academically in night school, starting a career in the security industry that would be his life's work. And I'm not talking about financial security, I'm talking about padlocks and hardware and all that. He juggled extensive national business travel, managing a national sales force, along with working long hours. Attending night school his final semesters, Dave found his passions taking subjects that weren't related to business. He aced anatomy. There were no scholarship in those days, nor did Dave's employer provide tuition reimbursement. As a Northeastern graduate, Dave credited the entire experience as life-changing. He made it through in spite of hurdles, learning about himself, aided by the kindness of others. Life's gifts are from people of goodwill who drop their work and keep showing up to help, Dave always reflected. Dave maintained a strong interest in Northeastern and the people that work there over the decades. The opportunity to serve on the scholarship committee, led by the remarkable Carla Kent, was another Northeastern gift. Over the years, Dave would come home from a long day of reviewing applications and run up the back stairs saying, "Well, we changed lives today." Dave's story is unique to him. Each one of you has a unique story. The scholarship endorses your efforts and opens doors so that you achieve your life goals. There is no better investment than in you. After Dave's death, carrying on his interest in opening doors for Northeastern students has provided solace to our family. I am overwhelmed with gratitude to my sister Joan and to Dave's brother Pete, who have joined me in endowing Dave's scholarship and who have always showed up, along with friends who have made contributions. Dave would certainly have been embarrassed, but at the same time extraordinarily happy to know beyond his lifetime, students will have the opportunity to achieve their goals and dreams. For Dave's family, getting to know the recipients is still another gift. All my family admire your grit and determination to change your lives, and we are honored to help open the doors. Our advice is never to give up. Ask for help if you need it. Be proud of yourself and keep showing up for others. That's what Dave would do. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to talk about Dave's work ethics, Northeastern years, and what being a graduate meant to him. Dave led his life right out of their Mr. Rogers playbook. Okay, well, thank you very much. This year, our scholarship is supporting 3 wonderful students, one of whom will be joining me on stage in a moment. Marisa Lemos is a biotechnology student with her own unique story, and though her journey to Northeastern has been vastly different from Dave's, what they share in common is an incredible work ethic and a resolve to achieve their goals, no matter how long it takes. In a small way, receiving this scholarship means Marisa's life will forever be connected to Dave's legacy, and I know he would be so proud of her if he had a chance to meet her. Please join me in welcoming Marisa Lemos.
Thank you, Nancy. It is an honor to be receiving your scholarship and to be connected to Dave's memory because of it. I can assure you that Dave's legacy and yours and your family's support will be honored by my effort. Beyond the financial support, one of the most special things about it is the inspiration and comfort it brings to be reminded that my goals are timeless and universal. Like Dave and his classmates, my classmates and I are following the same dream more than 4 decades later. Hello, my name is Marisa Lemos, and today I will share with you a bit about my life, my journey, how it all started, and how am I here today. I was born and raised in Guatemala by 2 very strong women, my mom and my grandma. Sorry, she just passed away. And during my time, my school break, I will visit my father, and he served very poor communities in my country. And I learned from a very young age all the needs that my country had to go through: poverty, hunger, and nutritional deficiencies. I grew up wanting to make a difference. I thought the best way to do it was to study nutrition and agriculture. I started a career in agriculture in Guatemala, and I was fortunate enough to start working in one of the first biotech labs dedicated for agricultural research ever created in my country. I was proud to say that I was part of the team that put it together. Unfortunately, due to financial difficulties, I had not been able to continue my career. Instead, I decided to migrate with my husband to New York with the hope of a better life and to continue my education. I'm not going to bore you with the details of my odyssey. You'll have to wait when my book comes out. But I'm going to make the story very short. I came here with hopes, and I ended up waking up one day with a 1-year-old, $20 in my pocket, and no idea what I was going to do with my life. I was all alone, lonely, and fraught. But I was fortunate enough. I moved to Chelsea, and 9 days after I moved to this marvelous state, I found a job. I remember after my first interview, it was a Saturday, and they told me, "You start Tuesday at 4:30 in the morning." I was just like, okay. I really need that opportunity. But I woke up every hour after midnight thinking maybe this is not it. Maybe I can find another job. It was the first place I applied, so I don't know what's going to happen. But I was there for 30, and this Saturday is going to be 14 years. I started working as a kitchen staff. Now I'm general manager.
Wow.
When I left my country, I did not only leave family and friends, I also left a dream and a goal. The idea of retaking my studies kept flirting in my mind all the time. But I needed to become financially stable first, and I didn't want to neglect my son. He's 14, but when we moved here, he was only 1 year old. I was sure that I was involved in every step of his education until, well, he's 14, but I'm still involved in his education. Gabriel, my son, he's just turned 15, and when he was in 8th grade, he came home saying he wanted to go to Catholic high school. It was a bittersweet moment because I know I was not going to be able to afford it. We got a heated conversation, and he said, "Oh, you never have money for anything." And I was just like, "Well, you have a place to sleep, you have food in your table. It's like that costs a lot of money." And we fought and we fought. I was happy that he was interested in his education, but I could not afford it. Next morning, he said, "Mommy, let me take the test. It's only $100, and I'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, we can get scholarships." And I was just, okay, I have $100. I can give it to you. And he didn't get one, but 2 scholarships. Now he's a honor student at BC High, thanks to alumni support too. So I am a proud mother. But now is my time. Although it took quite some time for me to retake my career, after many years of struggle, I was able to do it. I waited until my son was independent enough to start my associate in biotechnology at Bunker Hill Community College. My initial intention was to finish my associate, and that would open doors for me to do what I am passionate about: science, food, and technology. I knew that continuing with higher education was going to be a bigger challenge, especially financially. But one day during my biology class, I remember Elizabeth coming into my Professor Steeper biology class, and she talked about the associate to master's program here at Northeastern. And that is for me. That is what I need. That is what I'm waiting for. I'm going to go for it. And she said, there's an event happening on Thursday. That was the Tuesday. I was here on that Thursday and learning about the program. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I knew I didn't look any other way. That was it for me. I knew I'd email everybody I could to make it happen. And I did my research on the program, and I worked hard to make sure I got accepted. When the time came to transfer, I sent emails and made sure I fill all the applications on time and have all the paperwork together. And I enrolled in the biotechnology program here at Northeastern CPS, without having been fully confirmed into associate master's program, and with the risk of incurring a debt that I wasn't sure I was going to be able to pay. But I have been working for this opportunity for over 15 years that I'm willing to take any risk at this point. Something I can tell you from my life experience is not to be afraid to give that first step. Even if it seems risky, if you're passionate about something, you will figure out the rest as it comes. There are thousands of people just like me, including many of my classmates in the room, who are committed to completing our education goals, despite all of the other responsibilities we have in our lives. And one thing is true, that none of us would be able to do it without the encouragement and support from our family, friends, and communities. In my personal case, fulfilling my goals, my dreams, it's been possible thanks to financial aid and generous alumni like Dave, his family, who unconditionally support students like myself and my son, who are passionate about education, but with financial limitations. I want to extend my profound gratitude. And like I said before, I commit to honor your conditional support with my effort. To my classmates here today, I just want to say, do not be afraid and accomplish your goals. Fight hard or harder if you need to, but never give up. Life happens and things might take longer than expected, but never ever give up. And when the time comes and you're where you want to be, don't forget to look back to those who are coming behind you. You can also make a positive change in someone else's life. And always, always be grateful to those who help you. Thank you. As you may know, students who study with the College of Professional Studies live all over the country. The ability to get quality education with the flexibility that the educational model offers is the main reason we all choose to study here in the first place. Although many of my classmates couldn't be here tonight, they still wanted to say thank you. So I'd like to introduce this short video. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah Watson.
My name is Samantha Moore.
My name is Johanna Sigurðardóttir, and I'm receiving a scholarship from the CPS Excellence Fund.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your help, and I feel very, very happy with your donation.
I'm very honored to receive this scholarship, and I'm very thankful to all of you. Thank you for making this possible and make this big impact that is very meaningful to my career and to my education.
And it's really nice to see that a university like Northeastern, because of donors like you, can support me late in my career and in my degree.
I currently work as a professional ballet dancer, and although I would love to dance into old age, I also know that this career comes with an expiration date, and I need to prepare myself for that career transition.
As a husband and a father of 4 kids with my wife, it's not easy to satisfy the academic requirements that is embedded with financial problems.
I'm truly grateful, as student debt is a constant stressor.
I know this is going to be of great help because it's going to reduce the financial burden as I pursue this degree.
This is just so helpful to not have to worry about how am I going to be able to afford books, how am I going to cover tuition costs, how many more loans do I need to take out. So this is a really, really tremendous help.
This is more than just the money that we're receiving. This is knowing that there's people out there who are willing to cooperate us, to take our hands and say like, look, you can do this, we believe in you.
I am grateful and inspired to continue my higher educational pursuit, to build a better future for myself, my family, and people in my life.
This will open doors for me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I'm very grateful for this, and I want to extend my deep appreciation. Wishing everybody a great semester. Thank you. From my family to yours, say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
that got me. Marissa, amazing job. We're so proud of you. And to all our students, this is why we're in the work. We're so proud of all of you. Nancy, thank you to you and your family. This is, it's special. And I know Dave would be proud of all these lives he's going to touch. So thank you all for this evening. This was just wonderful to see you collected together for us to be doing impactful work, and we're so proud of the students. So have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining.